Hey guys, if you've come to find out about Cers, the Canadian Emergency Rent Subsidy benefit just announced, you have come to the right place. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Rob Tatro from robtatro.com, portfolio manager here at Canaccord Genuity Wealth Management and at the Tatro Wealth Advisor Group. Let's get right down to it. The Cers, the Canadian Emergency Rent Subsidy benefit, recently announced. Basically, three parts you need to know. One, do I qualify? Two, am I eligible? And three, what do I get? I'm going to break these down for you, three separate parts to this video, okay? First of all, do I qualify? Remember, what is Cers? First of all, Cers is effectively a rent subsidy program. So if your revenue's gone down, you apply and you can qualify to pay rent on a property that you owe rent on. So we're going to get to that in a sec here. First, qualification. You need to have had a CRA business number on September 27th. You need to have a payroll account in March, or you need to have purchased a business and that has a payroll, partnership payroll as of March 15th. So you need to have one of those three. You had a CRA business number, you had payroll expenses starting in March, or you bought a business that had that. So those are the three qualification criteria for whether or not you can even qualify for these, okay? Second of all, eligibility. Are you eligible? So three things here we need to factor in. Are you an eligible business, charity, or non-for-profit? So to do this, you need to know if you qualify. Second of all, did you experience a drop in revenue? So you have a drop in revenue and you take your baseline, a period of time, and you compare it to today's number. So generally, you'll compare your eligible revenue during the reference period with your eligible revenue from a previous period. So in this case, month of December to month of December, month of October to month of October, etc. Now there are three claim periods that matter here. Claim period 1 is September 27th to October 24th, 2020. Claim period 2 is October 25th to November 21st, 2020. Claim period 3 is November 22nd to December 19th, 2020. Each claim period is roughly 4 weeks, 12 weeks total, and you can start applying immediately for claim period 1, which is September 27th to October 24th. So there is no minimum revenue drop that is required for you to qualify for the subsidy. The rate your revenue has dropped is only used to calculate how much subsidy you receive for those periods. So a Cers application, remember, it must be filed no later than 120 days after the end of the claim period. If I were you and I own the business and I'm paying rent and I qualify and I'm eligible, fill out the form right away. Get going on this because that revenue is going to come. You don't want to wait till 180 days. You definitely don't want to wait till this expires. So 1, qualification. All right. You need to have a CRA business number. You need to have a payroll account, or you need to have purchased a business that had a payroll account. 2, eligibility. Are you eligible? Have you experienced a drop in revenue? And do you have eligible expenses? So in order to have eligible expenses, you need to have qualifying property. So only certain expenses that you pay qualifying properties are eligible. 3, what kind of benefit do you get? So the expenses that you can claim must be on qualifying property. So qualifying property includes real or immovable property, buildings or land in Canada that your business or organization owns or rents, and they use in the course of your ordinary business activities. If you're paying rent on business or land in Canada and it's used in the course of your ordinary business, that's a qualifying property and you are eligible and qualified for that benefit. You will get that benefit. Now, properties that do not qualify include your home, your cottage, or another residence that's owned by you or a family member or a buddy or someone that's not arm's length. Also, any properties that you own that are primarily used to earn rental income. So if you own a condo and you're renting it out, you can't claim that for a Cers benefit. With respect to the eligible expenses for each claim period, you can claim up to a maximum of $75,000 per business location for the base and the top-up, and a max of $300,000 in total for all locations. And this includes the claims by affiliated businesses. So 75,000 per business, 300,000 in total for all locations. Now, there is no maximum for the top-up subsidy. That's important to notice. Make sure that you recall some of the criteria of expenses that are needed to be met here in order to be eligible. So first of all, only amounts paid to an arm's length party. It must be paid in respect of the claim period. So it needs to be rent that was owed and paid for the period that I gave you. Period 1, period 2, period 3. Right now, we're looking at period 1. And obviously, the expense must be paid or payable under a written agreement that was in place before October 9th, 2020, or a renewal of an agreement that was in place with similar terms before October 9th, 2020. Guys, I know there's a lot here, but I'm going to break it down again for you. You need to qualify for that. You need a CRA business number, payroll account number, or have bought a business. To be eligible, you need to have experienced a drop in revenue and have eligible expenses. What benefits do you get? Well, if you have qualifying property and that is business that you own or rent used in the course of your business activities, you can get up to $75,000 per business location, base and top up, to a maximum of $300,000 for all your locations. And that's including any amount claimed by affiliated businesses. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Take a sec to subscribe, press the button, like our channel, wherever you're watching it. We value you, and we're thankful that you took the time here today. I'm Rob Tatro from robtatro.com. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a great day.